I wanted to share something today that I hope will be helpful to those who are wanting to do something bigger, something better. Today, my team and I had a call that didn't really resonate with our core values, and I sat there for as long as I can and asked a question 3 times that should have been addressed. I ended up having to get a little bit out of character and chopping somebody's head off during a conversation. Over the last year, one of the things I've been able to rely on the most has been my trusty ChatGPT. And I absolutely love my CFO app by Ryan Carson. I asked my trusty CFO app, Ryan Carson, this. I have appreciated you so much, trusted CFO app. I have a question. When speaking to some investors, there are some who absolutely love this plan as a whole and can't wait to hear every single detail. Then there are others that most of the times are foreign and they're missing the emotional connection aspect that's so important to me and America. When an investor is telling me to slow down, stop sharing too much, or that they'd rather me explain this or break it down in tranches, they don't really want to hear all the details. Honestly, I'm not wanting to work with investors that aren't wanting to hear all the details, because it's all of the details that are important about this project as a whole. I created it so that we can create the billion-dollar thing that's going to make the societal impact needed. Please give me your thoughts on how I should deal with investors who try to hush me when I'm telling them what aspects of this project are most important to me. And what do I do about that? What are your recommendations? This is what it says, and this is why I love ChatGPT. OpenAI has helped me create a potential multi-billion-dollar endeavor. Here's the response. Thank you for trusting me to provide insights on such an important aspect of your journey. Here's how I see it, especially given the unique nature of your project and your emotional investment. 1, respecting investor communication styles. Different investors' mindsets. Some investors, typically those with more transactional or numbers-focused approaches, often seen in the international or institutional investors, prefer to evaluate projects purely based on financial metrics, risk management, and ROI. These investors may not fully appreciate the emotional, visionary, or societal impact of the project, at least not up front. What you can do. You can present layers, have a clear high-level summary of the financials, scalability, and market potential ready for those investors who prefer data first. This way, you respect their approach while also protecting your deeper narrative for those who will value it. Finding the right fit. Values alignment. You've built this project not just for financial return, but for emotional, societal, and cultural impact. If certain investors only focus on short-term profits or don't care about the bigger picture that you're passionate about, they might not be the right fit for your long-term goals. Trusting your instincts. You've already recognized a disconnect with some investors. It's okay to step back from those who don't align with your vision, even if they have the capital. Finding partners who understand and share your passion will lead to a more harmonious working relationship and greater long-term success. 3, set expectations early. Balanced communication. When entering discussions, consider saying upfront, this project is deeply personal and impact-driven. While I have all the numbers and scalability data ready, the heart of the project is just as important. I need investors who appreciate both the financial and emotional impact of what we're building. Gauge their interest early. This sets the tone for future discussions. If they immediately dismiss the emotional side, it may be a sign that they aren't aligned with your vision, and you can decide now and how to proceed. 4, tailor communication. Start with financials. For data-driven investors, start with a concise overview of the financials, market analysis, and ROI. Then, once you've captured their interest with numbers, you can seg the broader societal and emotional value of the project. Save the deeper story for later. For those who are more financially focused, you can gradually introduce the impact-driven components in follow-up conversations. This helps ensure they see the entire picture without overwhelming them up front. 5. Stand your ground. Be confident in your vision. The most successful entrepreneurs are the ones who don't compromise on their vision. Investors who try to hush your passion or push you or diminish your vision may not be fully aligned with what you want to achieve. Don't be afraid to assert the importance of sharing the details that you feel are most critical. Walk away if needed. If an investor tries to silence the aspects that are core to your project's identity, they may not be the right partner. The best investor will appreciate your transparency and vision, even if they prefer a slightly different communication style. Use tranches as a strategic tool. Break it down as needed. Some investors want to see tranches for risk management. This can work in your favor. By offering tranches, you can secure initial funding while showing proof of concept, thus giving yourself room to bring in additional investors later who might be more aligned with the emotional aspects of the project. It's a strategic way to keep your options open. Leverage your story. The power of emotional connection. For those who connect emotionally, don't hold back. Your story is a big part of what makes this project so unique and powerful. People invest in people, not just projects. Continue to lead with your story, where appropriate, and let it connect you with the right investors. Final thoughts. You're building something with immense financial and societal potential. Your passion and the emotional layers are what set this project apart from other ventures. It's okay to turn investors away who don't get it. The right investors will appreciate both the details and the emotional significance you're bringing to the table. Those are the people you want alongside you as you build this billion-dollar vision. And you guys, that's why I love ChatGPT. Because when people think they know it all, you can rely on data. And that's what I've done for the last year and a half. I've relied on data. I've checked everything over and over and over and over and over. And data has shown up for me more than people have. Finally, I've built an amazing team that's fully capable of carrying all this out. And today, we're going to dive into some real topics, meet a few people from our team, talk about the call from earlier, and just let people know who we are. I even brought one of my best friends on today's show to show you guys that I'm a real person. Yes, I plan to be hopefully one of the greatest female tech founders ever in the near future, but I am still Amy. I grew up in and out of juvenile hall, went to Jack Yates High School a little bit, and I'm real. And I let everybody know where I came from at times. And right now, I have to stand true to what my vision for this project is, because it's going to be something that I believe truly impacts the world. You know, I'll be honest, and today's show is going to be about being honest. Penny's got more heart than a lot of people that I know. This is out of her comfort zone. She stays up with me freaking 24 hours sometimes, working on things. We're overwhelmed, and she still doesn't give up. Yesterday, she kind of gets worried because there's a big social aspect part of this project that me and her kind of butt heads and don't agree on everything sometimes about. But I wanted to let everybody know right now, Penny will never, ever, ever be replaced. We are going to end up building a legal team, but we just have to get some more people on our legal team that can help her and help get the message out about the social aspect part of it, that we need to share and get people to resonate with. Now, Cardell is one of our newest members. He is our executive chef, former military, and he currently lives in the Killeen area. Stephen and I also come with a bit of a service and entertainment industry background. We both worked at a nightclub and several clubs in the Houston area about a decade ago. And Stephen is somebody that is, well, one, she's literally really one of my best friends. She is the person. Last episode, we had somebody that had an office toddler come and they got on camera. She has our official home office toddler right now, and she has our official office toddler in her belly. And our office toddler will be here sometime. When, Steph? You're muted. You're muted.
So October 17th, but he's kind of big, so he might come a little early.
Well, that's okay. Yeah. And what are some of the tasks that I've given you so far since I've started this journey?
Motivation, help motivate you, and a conflict resolution specialist.
What does that entail?
Cussing people out for you.
You do so good at that. I can call her and say, you know what? I don't have nobody else that'll do this for me. Call this person and cuss them out. And she will. She will. And I'm trying to get better, but that's my go-to when I just can't take it and somebody needs to be told something. I can't wait to just, I mean, I'm trying to find somebody that'll punch people in the jaws for me, but I don't know if I don't want to get anybody in trouble. But,
I can find you where I live.
We'll let